Hello guys, it's me, Nibblenam, and me, Chalice. And, and today, eh, welcome back to the next episode of Movie Versus. And the movies that we're gonna be competing against each other are gonna be Inside Out 2, Migration, and Despicable Me 4. And quick disclaimer, this was just gonna be Inside Out 2 versus Despicable Me 4, but that debate has already be, be, been explained in countless other YouTubers that might be way bigger than us. Instead of just having the usual debate, we added migration into the conversation. Yes, just like forgot that YouTuber's name. He had one video where he compared Spider-Man 3 and No Way Home home and added into the Spider-Verse as in the conversation. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, we're doing the same but with migration. Oh, and we also a kind of a spoiler warning for the next episode. We we're probably gonna compare Spider-Man Far From Home against another movie. We'll see. Anyways, as now let's just get back on topic. So as always, we're gonna compare these movies to everything, including animation, story, and lots more. So speaking of which, let's start off with animation, and we'll be starting with Inside Out 2. So, the animation on this movie, holy cow! It has improved oh, over the original. Yeah, it feels more cartoony, like in a way. Yeah, yeah, the details on the new characters, especially Envy. She's so cute, right? Yes, adorable. And and I know it's just like a uh just like some little detail, but I like the detail on Wee's body. Hey, she's like bending over to her phone. It's kind of funny, but we'll be getting to the jokes in a sec. Yes. Oh yeah, another quick disclaimer. We in the last episode we totally forgot got got comedy, but this time we'll remember remember that part. Anyways, it's time to move on to migration. Yes, so in this movie, um, well, in me and Nibblenum's opinion, the animation looks good. We're not gonna lie, but the places is and the look and the feel, it just felt kind of basic. Yeah, pretty much too basic, gig. But it was it was good enough of to not like let your eyes off it. And I mean, maybe a couple of times, but yeah, you know what we mean. It's just pretty basic. There's nothing much to talk about the movie. So yeah. Anyways, Despicable Me 4, its animation was kind of good. And we would say way better better than the animation in the first film, but compared to the second and the third, or to an extent, it's not as good. I so so yeah, and even though no, it does look basically the same as the previous two movies. He's he's but anyways, it's still pretty good. But the one with the better animation goes to Inside Out 2. Because it's not basic like migration, or it's not, uh, and and dare we say, way better than the animation in Despicable Me 4. Are because the animation is consistently good, really colorful, and not exactly basic, or just doesn't hit too much. So, anyways, Let's let's do the next category: story. Starting with migration this time. Um, just like the animation, the story is fairly basic, but it gladly makes up for it with genius dialogue and and funny jokes. We so yeah we en- we kind of enjoyed the story, even though no, it's just basic, like just ducks flying to Jamaica. Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's nothing much we can say for it, just with just that. But yeah. Anyways, next, the story for Despicable Me 4, or well, dare we say it? The story is a little bit meh or mixed. Yeah, yeah, the story didn't really make much sense to us to an extent. Yeah, unlike other people that kind of get what the story is trying to tell. Me and Ilnam really didn't get it. Yeah, even the guys got got it, but us, we just don't get it. Get it? There's like fa- family, that and that and that. Yeah, really basic stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This the story is kind of all over the place, but what's wrong with movies that have a mixed story? Because the side plot the s- the side plot. Oh, who am I kidding? The side plots were not that good. Yeah, we hate how every single member of the Gru family, except for Gru himself, ha ha had a full story arc. Yeah, we felt like it's pretty unfair for them. Well, they actually shouldn't have these side plots at all. Yeah, if they're not gonna use them, right? How about explaining more about how Lucy ruined that maid's hair, or explain more about uh Enid, Nif, and Agnes's karate class, and explore more about, I forgot her name. No, yeah, it's Margot. Margot's is is middle new school. Oh, you could have explained. You could have just explained and all of that. And look, the third movie, Fia, this doesn't have the best story, but at least it gave characters some development. So yeah, we're a bit mixed or meh about the story for Despicable Me 4. Anyways, on the plus side, for the story of Inside Out 2, we deeply loved. Yeah, so basically the story is about Riley the getting into teenagerhood, and having to deal with emotions that come to a teenager. Yep, and anxiety is the big part of that. Yep, yep. So uh, there were three parts It's one, the new emotions in in the in the control room um taking control Riley's mind, and then then number two was the main emotion since going back to the control room and Riley's life. So so we en- I enjoyed all of these side plots. I mean all these plots, but Miss Chalice only like two, and didn't like the one. So we'll start with the ones the both of us did like. So first off, I really like we really like the plot with anxiety and her crew taking over the control room. It was so impactful, full and emotional by the end. Yeah, yeah. Arnold was saying to us that when anxiety and Riley had a heartbeat, he almost cried. Yeah, yeah, and I would say I understand that. Me too. Eh, anyway, ways uh then then the other side plot that the both of us liked was Riley's life. Yep, way better and interesting than in the first film. Um, and and the emotional parts felt way stronger as the as a result. Yeah, watching Riley ditch her old friends for a new friends before or they go to different schools. Man, it was sad. Even more sad is how they announce it. It was so perfect and quite emotional. Yeah, yeah. Now, time for the plot I absolutely didn't like. And the one that I liked. And that was going back to the control room of our main characters. All right. So, um no one of you just tell them how you like that plot. So, so on the plot surrounding the main characters was 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 great. The best part of the movie, I mean, it's pretty obvious because it's the majority of the movie. But anyways, is um uh the emotional parts on the way were greatly executed, and especially when Joy lashes out to her friends. And I feel like that's becoming a bit of a meme at this point. And we bring you the clip, but we don't really have have that greatness of editing. But anyways, yeah. ah, and, and the one part I really found interesting was when they went back to Imagination Land. Everything looked so different compared to the first film. Like the first film in Imagination Land was all colorful, bright. Well, until they had to knock some things down. But yeah, but yeah, and in this movie, it kind of looks like almost abandoned in, in at some extent, which I found a really good detail. Now, time for my opinion. I really didn't like the plot. I and look. I know I give the animation a lot of respect, but the story with the main characters, um, I just don't really like it, man. Man, they first off they dropped the emotional parts way too early. I just didn't feel really compassion. It's like Pixar would usually wait like a long ti- time. I'm I until they drop the emotional part of us. It's like Toy Story 2 or The Incredibles or Finding Nemo. Oh, oh, so and heck, even the first film did better with emotional no beatings than this movie. Eh, and this movie has bizarre pacing. Well, at least in this plot, bizarre, and maybe not as bad as Despicable Me 4, but still, oh, eh. So, eh, and yeah, that's pretty much her opinion. Um, so anyway, ways the better story is in Inside Out 2. Yes, even though I didn't really like the second uh, part of the movie, and we also almost gave the winner of the story plot to Migration. By the way, but but I remembered that two more plots filled it, and the badness of the second plot with the main character. So we had so we had to so we had to give the win to them. So next up is obviously the important part of the movie, the characters. Now starting with Despicable Me 4, the main characters we're gonna give some praise to to first. The main characters still kept their charm charm like in the first three movies. Gru obviously being our favorite one as a result. Yep, Gru and all the others are still pretty funny. Eh, eh, but one thing about Gru that we didn't really enjoyed is how he's depicted as more like goofy a little bit. uh, we didn't find this in the previous three movies. Like, yeah, he was goofy, but he was, dare we say, overly goofy in this film. Yeah, which was pretty distracting for a couple of scenes. Anyways, moving on to Lucy and the girls. Yeah, I'm saying it right. That's how he says it. Yeah, girls, girls. Anyways, yeah, Lucy and the girls. Oh, um, uh, but once again, we still really enjoyed them all. They didn't really have the character flaw like Gru, but they had as always they have less screen time. I'm than Gru, which is quite disappointing. And also so quick another disclaimer. Yeah, I know, no, there's lots of disclaimers, but anyways, quick disclaimer. Th- Uh, th- there has been some fans that are disappointed about the girls being not grown up yet, which we take offense to that because we're fine of how they are right now, and we also would be fine if they grown up. Yeah. Anyways, as and then the minions and um uh, are are not actually annoying in this one. Yeah. The we we have found a little bit of hatred for the minions in Despicable Me 3. Yeah, shocking. It's not the minions movie, but yeah, we didn't find them that annoying. But yeah, in the previous movie, they're kind of annoying. Yeah, but anyways, there it's a complete step up from that movie, and yeah, oh yeah, and the Mega Minions were the best as the best as versions of the minions that we ever seen. Even though yes, they're pretty much a marketing tool. Oh, we don't really mind that. And hey, who doesn't like some merch? Anyways, moving on to migration, and it also has great characters. All of them were so cute, have so much chemistry for each other. Uh, uh, my personal favorite was Gwen. Yeah, you guys are like best friends. Yeah, we are. Yeah, she's so funny, and adorable too. Even our version? Yep, indubitably. So, yeah, yeah, and the designs are cool. Oh, oh, nice, nice pale duck designs, and yeah, so So, there's nothing in terms of flaws with this movie's characters, except for one with Mac being overly controlling, like for the first half of the movie. We found a little bit annoying because of his voice and how he says it in a couple of scenes. It's and so yeah, that kind of threw us off, but overall, oh, really great characters. All right, now moving on to Inside Out 2. Once again, great characters. As started with the main emotions, Joy. We really enjoyed how she evolved in this film. Yeah, she became way more nicer and open to others like unlike she was in the first film. Which disclaimer, we we didn't really like how she was controlling. It was kind of distracting during that film. But that's a story for another day. Yep. So, anyways, yeah, really was good in this film. Sadness is so yeah. Well, we don't really have much to say because to us she didn't really done much in the film, to be honest. And we kind of forgot she was there. Yeah. Ah. Yep. I mean, she does play a big role, a little bit of a big role in the movie, so we won't fault her for that. And then the other three, we like we we all like them. We especially like how Anger was the one that uh that that comfort joy in one of the scenes. Who am I talking about? Never mind, only likes that scene. It was completely out of character for him to possibly do that, and pretty much the only person that I would think would would sort of do that was Fear, but nope, Anchor has to do it instead. But yeah, it was a nice scene. But anyways, I was moving on to the next to new characters and some side characters. Anxiety. We really like her. Yeah, we really like her quick moral attitude. Oh, and by the way, wait, we really really more enjoyed of her controlling everybody compared to Joy in the first film because it was a lot more engaging and funny in a couple of scenes, especially when she kidnapped Sadness. Oh yeah, we were breaking out laughing because it seemed like a really nice scene at first. Just thinking about it makes me laugh even to this day. Yeah. Anyways, Envy, we really like too. Yeah, we really don't get how people forgot about her because she plays a bit kind of a big role in the movie. Yeah, she's like anxiety's he's right hand man or right hand girl. Yeah. Anyways, the design is really cute. We like we like her big big moral attitude as well. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, Ace Ennui, we we absolutely find her really funny. Yeah, probably one of the funniest characters in the movie. Yeah, not the funniest, because that goes to three other characters that we'll get to. Eh, anyways, yeah, she, and she just barely does anything, but we love it. Though, oh yeah, and then embarrassment. We weren't expecting her her or him to like actually actually help the main emotions and get back control. Yeah, yeah. And like pretty much in the trailers, we were just thinking that embarrassment was just gonna be they just one other member of the crew, but surprisingly, she's not. Now, now we've got to more background ish characters. Uh, first up, Riley. We we really enjoyed her compared to the first film. Um, yeah, yeah. Even though no, probably not too many funny moments. It's compared to her, and not much to say. Say this Riley is still pretty engaging. And yep, and a little funny at points. And so yeah, nothing much to say about her. Anyways, is nostalgia. Uh, we don't have much to say about her because, well, she's a one-off character. So yeah, so yeah, well, we think, including the rest of the gang, the owner, and the fan community, we think if there's gonna be a third film, that then maybe nostalgia will play a big role in that. Yeah, she might, but right now we just have two films in Inside Out Out franchise as for right now. Now at least, yeah, yep, and Toy Story 5 and Incredibles 2, Incredibles 3 is coming out. Yep, but again, that's a story for another day. Um, mo- moving on to the next characters. Um, I I forgot that guy's name. She we found really funny because he's supposed to be like commenting on like uh children's TV show, and not like children's like like Amphibia or Adventure Time, but we're talking like references to like little little little. little kids, kind of like me, eh, who who has has pretty much basic plots, and just teaches the kids about numbers, like storybots, or Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, oh, or even Pocoyo. Oh, I think it's supposed to be a reference to those types of shows, and we found it so funny and hilarious. Yeah, and Pouchy is clearly a reference to Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. House. Oh, Pouchy! Oh, Pouchy! Ah, yeah, it's supposed to be a reference to Oh Toodles. It was Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Yeah, ah, funny, and I'm never going to forget it. Anyways, as the video game character, something not was really funny too. Uh, we liked how his special move is not really using his sword. He's just rolling. Like, yeah, they see me rolling. They hate it. Yeah. Any Anysies, yeah, yeah. I re- I was actually surprised that it actually ended up working on the guards when they got out. Yeah, and then deep dark secret. Yeah, secret, a secret. Ah. I know. We're being a little bit more goofy and silly unlike last time. But hey, being silly is all right, isn't it? Anyways, deep dark secret, and we really liked. Not really as funny or as memorable uh, as the other two, but kind of funny. And in the after scenes, I seen I found it funny that the deep dark secret is when they peed on the pool. And Dark Secret was really scared. Yeah. Anyways, like ways the characters in this were really good. So the best store, I mean the best characters have to go to Inside Out 2. Next is Jokes. Yeah, jokes. Now, Inside Out 2, we already get praised how funny it is. Yeah, some of our favorites and our owners and dads was was like there was this one scene where they were talking about, they were like no, Riley was like trying to wear her I guess favorite shirt, but it couldn't fit on her because it was too big on her. Oh, we found that funny. And then uh oh, the funniest moment with uh, at least in me and Miss Child's opinion was when Joy in that one plush room near Imagination Land and was as like typing good comments about how the hockey game would play. Hey, Anxiety's reaction when she realizes, yeah, like, and I was so like, Joy, I know you're in there. Fun me, I tell ya. But Despicable Me 4. Holy cow, this has way better comedy. Yeah, the minions were just as funny as ever. Uh, yeah, the jelly thing. Oh, oh, and 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 the parts where that minion was trapped in eh, in that box thing. Yeah, yeah, he was stuck there for the entire movie. It was so funny and so sad. Sad. Oh man. And yeah, pretty much this movie is a gold of comedy. And Gru Jr., which we just realized for, forgot about him in the character talking about, but yeah, quick discovering of his character. He's great. We really like his little arc of not liking Gru at first, but now and then like actually liking Gru and caring for him by the end. Any anyways, as for the comedy of this dude, his face from his from his introduction. Yeah, yeah, it was just like Gru. Oh, oh, and he was like a troublemaker. That guy, which added one of the best jokes in the entire movie. Yeah, now moving on to migration. All right, so this is the bad opinion that that the two of us share. The comedy was lame. Yeah, yeah, the comedy was not that good. We don't really have much to say about it. Yeah. So uh, uh yeah, let's just move on to the winner. So anyways, the best comedy he has to go to Despicable Me 4. Yeah, because once again, it's winning gold comedy the right here. And and it was pretty obvious that this was gonna win because it's pretty much a comedy movie. V. And the other two are just like I have just different part, parts and not really the comedy taking a big place. Maybe except for migration, but yeah. Now time for dark, well, maybe not dark for these type of movies because they're kid movies, but yeah, yeah, the dark part of any type of movie. Be a bad characters doing bad things like robbing a bank, like, oh, or 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 stealing someone that you really love, or taking over the world, or taking over the entire galaxy. And we're obviously talking about the villains. Yeah. Now, quick disclaimer. Um, I know we know it's pretty unfair fair for Out 2 because it doesn't really have an official villain. Anxiety could might be factored as a villain, but we're not too sure, so we just placed her in the character section. So pretty much Inside Out 2 is disqualified for in this category. So it's just between Migration and Despicable Me 4. So Migration's a villain is pretty forgettable. Oh, to be honest. Yeah, yeah, it was not he was not that engaging. He's not that funny. I he was just a bit boring. But the time that he did get, he did make a little bit of an impact. Maybe not too much of a big one, but yeah. Uh, yeah. But but his his like aggression to the ducks what was pretty good and well executed though. Yeah. Anyways, moving on to Despicable Me 4. Our Maxine Nawal. Oh oh yeah yeah we liked not as much as the manly Lee guy that was macho. The wicked Scarlet Overkill. Oh oh or even the or 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 the not even the vicious six. Or the really memeable vector. Yeah. Uh yeah. So yeah, Maxine Naval is probably like the worst villain in the Despicable Me franchise, and he is quite forgettable. Oh, but not in like in the chameleon of Kung Fu Panda four that is like we can't just remember him for the rest of our lives. Yeah, yeah. There's some things to remember about him, like his voice. Yeah, yeah. He kind of like like this. Yeah. Ah. Yeah, his voice was pretty hilarious. Is for the most part. Alright, and even though yes, it is kind of stupid, but his backstory with him and Gru was pretty funny and engaging. Even though no, it's pretty much not the best plot they could have come up with, but it is quite decent in a way. And yeah, we know. No, we can hear you typing away, and we can see, I mean, you can even see you grabbing those pitchforks. But yeah, it's just our opinion. So like, chill out. Yep, yep. um, anyways, so the best villain. And well, both of the villains in these movies is have one flaw, and that is relatability. And we can't really remember any of the villains of, of any of these movies, but the best villain out of these two movies have to go to Despicable Me 4. Because of those little stuff good stuff that we said about him. There he was pretty good. Maybe not the best, but yeah, still a really reasonable villain. So, anyways, ne- next stop is the action, and once again, and Inside Out 2 has a disadvantage compared to these movies. Is because well, oh, it doesn't really have much action scenes. Well, the closest to action is when near to the end of the movie when when Joy and the gang finally get the way back to the control room. You could call that sort of action, but it was more like talking anxiety down. I don't know most. It was just a heartbreaking scene. It was not like nothing actiony or anything. Unlike these two movies that actually have like some sense of action. So, oh yeah, this is probably gonna be a comp out. So let's just talk about the other. So Migration doesn't really have like actual action scenes, but it has like some sort of action, like movies like Trolls Band Together for or other movies have like make like the characters like uh countering ring and dodging and finding out ways to defeat the bad guy and all. all without any powers. Yeah, we find those types of fights to be unique. Like, even though, yes, as as we would say, the characters punching, kicking, and doing flips, using their equipment and all are better. We still really like these type of scenes. I mean, fight scenes. Yeah. So even though there's not too many, we still like both of the action scenes that were in this movie. That being the chef uh chasing Mac and Pam out of the kitchen, and and the final battle with the with them winning against the chef. Not too much to say, but hey, it's better than nothing. But it's only Despicable Me 4 that actually uh, have an action scene, like an actual action scene. That was just in the end of the movie. Hey, we don't really remember any other scenes that we saw from the movie. We might have missed some, but yeah, there was pretty much less action in the movie. But the final battle, though, was really great. Gru Jr. Getting hypnotized was shocking to the core. Yeah, yes, as indubitably. And yeah, that's pretty much all that we have to say. So it's pretty much comp out, but the winner is Despicable Me 4. Now, time for the conclusion. And now, as we as we've been talking about these three, I know that, at least in our opinion, these movies have flaws. Inside Out 2, at least in Miss Chalice's opinion, it could have did better in their conclusion to the second plot of the movie. Migration story is really basic, sick, and the animation is not the best that Illumination has put out. And Despicable Me's plot is pretty much all over the place and doesn't really make much sense. So, oh, pretty much unlike the first episode of the series, is since we have three, we'll be we'll be going the pretty much third place, second place, and first place. So yeah, those three spots. So in in third place we have Despicable Me 4. Second place is Migration. And in first place, Inside Out 2. Which means our winner is Inside Out 2. And the loser is Despicable Me 4. Alright. So yeah, overall, even though no the second part of the story could have been better, alright, it's still a near perfect movie. If you love great animation, a great story, right, decent, great comedy, and, and lots more. But don't get us confused. Even though, yes, there are Illumination films, and everybody hates Illumination, but we still love love the studio on how and what they put out. Even though these two movies, in our opinion, are not their best, not the best that they made, but they both have their merits. And and we have lots of love for them too. Oh, even though no Despicable Me 4's plot can be a bit over the place, and Migration being quite basic with its animation and story. Oh, So we would even be surprised if you guys think that these two movies should have taken the spot. Yeah. So which movies do you like more? Inside Out 2, Migration, or Despicable Me 4? So yeah, we'll see you guys next time on the next episode of Movie Versus. See you guys next time. Bye.